That afternoon, I was predisposed to exacting the same justice on myself.
Can you read it one more time?
That afternoon, I was predisposed to exacting the same justice on myself. On page 168.
That's when he wants to commit suicide, right?
Yeah.
After like witnessing the murder.
Yeah, when he got like really depressed, like he like didn't understand like humanity anymore. He didn't understand like how people could do that to one another.
Mm-hmm.
He just thought, like the guys were like trying to survive. I'm guessing they didn't have like a job besides for thieving.
And then like after that, it's kind of like he doesn't really understand like what the world's about anymore, because before I thought it was just about like love and passion. Now it's when you miss murder, and it's like, what can I do now? How can I get away from this? So at first he like thinks that he's gonna like try to commit suicide, but after like he realizes that that's not the way, he gets like back his fight of survival and like is able to like channel like getting like out of that oppression into like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it shows that like how fast he has to grow up at such a young age, because he's already gone through like a lot of like hardship and like a lot of like experiences that like most people will never get through their entire lives.
Uh-huh.
Most people won't like see someone get like murdered and just butchered.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, in that book we read about World War II, I'll find on the Western Front, once they witness that, it just kind of numbs them. Who's that man who got killed?
It's like these kids, like most of them like don't go to school to like learn like to read and write, but like all of them like learn from like their like family system, like how to survive, like how to like get a meal on like a table when they have no money.
Yeah, it like shows like he's like pretty like mentally tough, because he was able to like come back from it though. Right?
Yeah.
Like, he was able to like start going to school again, start reading and stuff.
What I found like interesting about it is like there's only like so much happiness you could like have for a while, I guess. Cause like after like all these years, I guess 8 years he's been like alive.
Your face, yeah.
Well, I can't like.
Want me to hold it while you do it?
There, go for it. It's like, there's only so much happiness you can have. Because if there's nothing really good going on, there's nothing like that's motivating you to like keep pushing forward. Like if you're getting oppressed by like the white people, at some point you have to feel like, well, what's there to keep living for? If like we have no money, like my dad isn't being supportive, and like I'm not really feeling like I'm progressing in school, even though he's like the top A student. Like he still like he wasn't really getting it at that time. Like there comes a time when like everyone feels like there's no reason to like keep pushing, which I thought like that was the point he was at in the book. But then
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, they don't really like have like any reason to like want to continue to live. Like they don't really have like much happiness and stuff, especially in Johannes's like household, where like the parents don't get along. Like the mom would want to leave him if they had enough money to pay the dad back after buying her, and like they just don't really experience happiness.
yeah.
Like I think like the happiest part in this book was when he was like awarded like #1 in the class and stuff.
Yeah.
But then he has that like love of his family, because really like that is what's keeping them together, because he's about to kill himself, but his mom's like, look at your little sisters, like don't they miss you? And he realizes that like he can't leave just because of his family.
Do you think that like one day he's gonna kill his dad?
I don't know, I think he like in a way still,
Or do you think he still loves his dad?
I think he hates his dad and loves him at the same time.
it's like,
He just like, I don't know, I feel like even though his dad does a lot of things that he hates so much, like at this current time he just needs like any possible piece of support, even though his dad really doesn't provide a lot. On like a rare occasion like we've seen so far, he'll like do these like one little slight things of kindness. He's just trying to keep everything stable like as much as he can. If he feels like anything tumbles, like if any of his support falls, then like he'll fall. He needs like as much things that he knows will stay the same as possible. Because so far he's like moved his house, his like
he,
the
like,
wages
needs
is
consistency.
changed. He needs consistency so he can feel like if that stays the same, then he can keep moving forward because he knows something like won't change. You know?
So you just want
Like he can't move forward. He has to keep taking 2 steps back.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's try the second quote.
Let's do another quote.
alright, so I got this quote. I cannot see I too rejoice along with everybody simply because a black man finally beaten to death the white man.
So
Yeah.
this is like when they found out like Ali like beat up Schmeling or whatever that dude. And like everyone's like really happy even though they don't really like know like who Ali is and they don't know where America is, so they're just like happy to like beat up a white guy.
Yeah, I thought that was. They didn't even know where America was. Neither did the family. Like none of the families, the mom or the kid. I feel like there's like, any sort of hope like they could get from this one person, like, because they kind of have this like deep anger for the white people in Africa because of what they've done. But, like a lot of them don't really. No one wants to take like that, and they're non-violent in South Africa. So to see like another person being violent, I guess it's kind of like. It's like exciting for them, I guess. Someone who's like violently like reacting to like how they're being treated. Even though like Muhammad Ali was a famous person, the fact that someone's like standing up to them, this is nothing like they could even dream of. It's like a reality. It's something that they could like draw hope from and realize that if he can do it, like they can push forward in a non-violent way, that they can like beat the death out of them, I guess. It's like with their words or something.
Yeah, I mean, that scene, like, really reminded me of, like, kind of, like, what, like, Nico preached and stuff about how, like, they didn't want them to, like, believe that they could not beat the, like, white man and stuff, so having a black man beat a white man in boxing or in anything, really, just so significant, like, showing that they were, in fact, equal.
Yeah, you think it shows like they're not inferior? Yeah.
It also shows like how much power just one person can have.
Yeah.
Like, and how like these heroes become so important because they just show people that they can like rise above.
And Muhammad Ali might have not even have known of like the support he had in like Africa of his like what he was doing in the ring. You know, probably like didn't even think of it that way, but he was. Let's see if I got one. I have. We kind of. I mean, we can, if we want to keep talking about it, but I mean, it's we.
I got another one that's kind of a little.
Yeah.
So this one is. Oh, here it is. Okay. You'll be boasting to the whole world that had it not been for you, the children wouldn't have become what they are. Remember this one?
Oh yeah, I wrote about that one too, basically. Or like.
This is when they're arguing at the end.
Yep, I thought this is when they're arguing and the dad, the dad doesn't want to, the dad doesn't want the mom to use her paycheck to support their education, yet, Johannes says that when people come over or anyone stops by, he always, like, talks about how smart his son is and, like, says that's all his doing, like, he has his brain. But really, if it weren't for the mom, and that's what my quote was about. My quote was about how the mom, he's like, my mom has all the reason in the world to, like, take glory for it and, like, say that it was her idea for the education, but she doesn't, and, like, just the success that she has is enough for her to be happy for what she's done. She doesn't need, like, someone to, like, thank her, to tell her she did a good job. That's not what she needs, so I just thought it was, like, very, and it's, like, the contrast you see from, like, the maturity of the dad, who thinks he's, like, the most mature one, like, the toughest one, from, like, the maturity of the wife, who's, like, really smart and knows what it's going to take for, like, the apartheid to end and for the blacks to be able to live by themselves.
I think that it like truly shows that like she loves him more than the dad does, because the dad only seems to be like happy with him when he can brag about him, but the mom is like always with him even when he's like down, he's like looking at himself.
Yeah.
It kind of shows that she's the one that like truly cares for him.
Yeah, what like really struck me was earlier on, like it kind of has to do with it, but earlier on is talked about how both the parents are uneducated and stuff, but the mom regrets the fact that she wasn't able to go to school and she wants him so that he can be successful in the future. Now the dad's just like really like tribal, he didn't go to school, but he feels like that all you need to learn is like how to work basically, but they
Gabe, you want to say something? Okay. You don't have any input, Gabe? What, boy? There's big boy Anthony.
watch
Look
it.
at this straight washer right here. Washer. Look at it. Don't touch me. Whoa, there he is.
Hey, let's watch it now.
Let's watch it.
Let's watch it.
What?
Watch it.
What, baby cows? Baby, look at this. Baby calves. No, what do we call Henry? Like mama cow, T-Rex or something.